First of all, I became aware of this CLNR programme through an email from British Gas inviting me to be involved in the project. I was very interested in the idea of generating hot water from the solar panels that were on the roof. 12 PV panels and 2 solar thermal panels. So I'm generating both hot water at the moment and also electricity. The idea of being able to use all the electricity that I generate was very, very appealing. Having talked to somebody from British Gas, I was told that there's this idea of being able to have a unit of some description which could send all my excess generation to a hot water tank to heat hot water. I thought it was a fantastic idea. So I was wondering how I could actually be involved in the project. And that came about when we started building the new ensuite that we have upstairs. It occurred to me that rather than heat up our existing cylinder, it might be an interesting idea to have a second cylinder in the house and use the excess energy via our Emma unit to power this new ensuite unit, which would double the quantity of hot water that we have in the house and enable us to store the electricity or the energy from the electricity that we're generating certainly in the summer and autumn and spring months. As part of the project, I got a smart meter and a smart monitor so I can see more clearly how much energy is being used. The Emma unit also gives an indication of how much I'm generating without me having to go up into the loft space. So the Emma unit tells me the demand on the current system. It tells me how much electricity I'm generating, and I can also see what percentage of the Emma is sending electricity to the hot water system in the ensuite. So in terms of information, the CLNR project has helped me to monitor what's going on. We tend to sort of look at what we're generating through the smart meter and so on, and put appliances on to suit the current conditions. If it happens to be particularly sunny and there's a wash that needs to go on, then that's when it goes on rather than at night. The reason I installed alternative energy was because I feel it's important from an environmental point of view to not be burning fossil fuels and using gas and electricity generated from those sources. So being able to contribute back to the national grid, to be able to generate my own energy, was something that I particularly favoured. But also the idea that the CLNR project that I've been involved in is a means of collecting information which the planners at the national grid and so on will be able to make use of. It's a groundbreaking piece of research, and it'll help them to build an infrastructure into the future for future generations, my children and so on. I think that's a really great feeling to be involved in that type of a project.